Can you believe it's here? Winter weather again.
Yeah, you know, a lot of folks are starting to ask the questions. How much snow will we see this year? How cold is it going to be? It's really hard, though, to nail down those details.
Always tough to do the specifics, but what we can do before the start of a new season is we can look at the overall trends. And what are we looking at this year?
One of the big weather patterns that we're going to look at that may impact the weather around here, El Nino. So let's go ahead and talk about it as we show you what El Nino is. All it is just warmer water along the equator in the Pacific Ocean than usual. That impacts the strength of the subtropical jet stream. We'll see more moisture headed our way as we head through the winter. And as we see a more active storm track, that means that we will see more disturbances. Not only does the jet stream increase the amount of disturbances we see, El Nino may also impact the temperatures around here as well.
Yeah, it can. You know, one thing we'll be watching very closely, how often does the Arctic air up in Canada come down to us? We need both to get snow. You need Arctic air, you also need the moisture. I'm not so sure we'll have the Arctic air too often, but we're going to have a good amount of moisture. Typically in El Nino winters, we get more rainfall and more precipitation on the whole compared to average. That's the strongest signal with an El Nino type of year. However, temperatures, it's a little bit more wishy-washy. Some years a little milder, some years a little cooler. You think about it though, more clouds, more precipitation, typically it is a little chillier. Let's talk about those storm tracks though, because they're not all created equal. The thing about these tracks is the way that a storm moves toward the Carolinas is everything. You can have a track that's more along the coastal areas. If you are a snow lover, that's what you want to root for. That can bring us our big snowstorms. A track closer to the mountains, and we almost always end up with a chilly rain. Right in between, then we can deal with a mess. Anything from rain to an icy mix, or yes, a little bit of rain mixing with snow.
That's right, Tim. As we see opportunities for more systems to move through, we will look at the specific tracks as to whether we see rain or snow. And this really kind of leads us to think about baseball. As we have an El Nino year, we'll have more disturbances. It's like having more at-bats if you're playing baseball, but more opportunities to hit a home run doesn't necessarily mean that we will see all the ingredients come together for those home run snowfalls. But we're going to keep a close eye on that as we head through the winter. Tim, what are we thinking overall for this winter?
So Ryan, here's what we're looking at. The biggest signal with this winter is that it does seem likely we're going to have a wetter winter than normal. That means more precipitation on the whole. Temperatures somewhere near average or even slightly below average is most likely. Now here's the big one everyone wants to know about. How much snowfall this year? We're thinking at or even a little above average. Remember, think baseball. How many at-bats hit home runs? That'll be the determining factor there. As far as icing events, there might be a slightly better chance for more of those as well. So Taran, we've put it all out there. It looks like it's going to be wetter, maybe a little busy in the weather center.
Yeah, it really could be that way. We'll have more opportunities, but we'll have to see how many home runs we hit as we go through this winter.
Play ball.